Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll buy some time right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. They juked him. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
Touchdown, 49ers!
Christian McCaffrey.
33 yards.
And the Niners have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Packers nothing.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Play fake. Here's Love.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
And now, Charles, they're working with a short field, a chance to make this a 2-score game, and these guys haven't even worked into a lather yet here in the first quarter.
Yeah, how about that? You score, you take it away, get an excellent return, and now you've got a chance to go up 2 scores in this game.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Touchdown! Deebo Samuel from 3 yards out.
And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. An extra point try now for Moody.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Packers nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set. Ready, go.
Love, they go play action now. Rolling to his right. Short throw, he's got Kraft.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Able to find his man, Kraft. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ready, ready. Set.
To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Diamador Lenore up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers, nothing.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Come on, set. Yellow.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Hut.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Love will sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jordan Love keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Purdy. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll get it inside the 20. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Moody for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Packers 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing. Love. Flush to his right.
That is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Black Ultra. Set, hut. Set.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
At the 21-yard line.
43 right.
And now Love going to change things up.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love on the move to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Ready.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Here we go. Set. Set.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Slide through.
Here's Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Fred Warner. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go now.
Right back to use check again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
McCaffrey.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaac Yedem picks it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Purdy now to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Lucas Van Ness getting 3 there to bring him down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Kraft.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
38. Smash red. Claws red. Blue striker. Hut, hut.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Love now. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4. Purdy looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Out of the gun, Purdy. Look at the big man rumble. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Throwing here, Purdy. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey from 3 yards out. And the 49ers had 6 to their lead. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
In motion right, Dobbs. Love going to give it up on a touch pass. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Packers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Steps away. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Packers. First down.
Ready.
Love going to give it up on the touch pass.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Love, he's going to change the play here.
Set.
From the 41,
Love.
eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that kick.
Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. 41 yards.
And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Red, yellow. Here we go. 22 needle.
Now Love. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Now third down and very long.
Fury, yellow. Six, mega. Set, go.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Down. Hut, hut.
Love. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Set, ready. Mega.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Back to throw. Love. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Across midfield.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.